Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Today I am going to explain about the concept strings and its methods. So before moving to this, first we have a recap session. So first question, which of these standard collection classes implement a dynamic array? Post your answer in the chat box. Which of these standard class collection classes implement a dynamic array? Okay, option A, abstract list, dynamic array. Any other answer? C option. Okay, correct answer is array list. So if you want to create
Students, don't leave the session. I think there is issue with the ma'am system. Ma'am will join shortly. Do not leave the session. We are marking attendance. Do not leave the session.
Sir, is that visible? Sir?
presentation share பண்ணுங்க ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுது.
ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டேனே சார்.
இப்போ presentation தெரியுது.
Okay sir. Okay, sorry students. So next question. Which of this method can be used to increase the capacity of object manually? How to increase the capacity of array list manually? Any answer? Okay, answer is ensure capacity. It is used to increase the size of or capacity of array list manually. This is the method it is used to increase the capacity of array list. So next question. What will be the output of the following program? So here we are going to add a string into the array list. So what is the output? obj.add of a. So first it add a. Again it add string b. Again it add string c. So again obj.add of 1 comma d. So again at index 1 it store the element d. So what is the output? Okay, correct answer is a d b c. 0th position index value a will be allocated and first position d and next position c and next position next index c. So b is the correct answer. So next one, what will be the output of the following Java program? Size of array list. obj.add a. Again 0th index I am going to add b value. So what is the size of this array list? So 2. So we have 2 elements. So size it represents number of elements in the array list. So answer is 2. 2 is the correct answer. So next one. What will be the output of the following Java program? So first here we are going to create an array list. Again we are going to insert a string. So ensure capacity it is used to increase the capacity of array list manually. So again dim to size. So if we have an 100 memory location but we allocate only 5 memory location, so remaining position can be trimmed by trim to size of method. What is the output of this code? First we are going to create an array list and we are going to add a string into the array list. Again we have a method ensure of capacity 3. So it increase the capacity of array list to 3 and trim it is used to reduce the size of the array. So what is the output? Answer is B. So size of object means it represents number of elements, isn't it? So we have 2 elements, output as 2 only. So today I am going to explain about this concept string. So we all know the concept string, isn't it? So what is string? String contain a sequence of characters. So string can be enclosed within a double quotes. These are the things we already familiar with this. So again in Java, the string it is also called as a class. String is called as class. Why? Because in Java, inside a package we have lot of classes. String is a class, scanner is a class. We have lot of classes. So if you want to perform some operations, means we need to create an object for the particular class. Through this object, we are going to access the class. So in the same way, string, it is a class in Java. So if you want to access some methods in string, first we need to create an object to access the string methods. So inside a string, we have lot of methods, length of, index of, caret of. So we have lot of methods. If you want to access those methods, we need to create an object for the string class. So in this way, we can implement a string operations. So if you want to perform string operations, we have a package java.lang.package. So this is a package java.lang.package. So inside a package only we have a class string. So inside a string we have lot of methods. So if you want to perform operations, then we have to create an object for the string. So this java.lang package, this is a default package. So no need to import this package into our program. Directly how to start with class. So no need to import java.lang.start semicolon. No need to import a package. This is a default package. Compiler automatically invoke this package into a program. If you want to execute string, compiler automatically invoke this package. So next, the strings are immutable. So we cannot change any elements present in the strings. So if you want to change anything means it will occupy memory in the heap memory area. So that is the main disadvantages of using string concept. We cannot change or we cannot perform any operation on existing strings. If you make some changes, again in heap memory location, it creates a new references. So new instances. So that is the main disadvantages in a string. To overcome this disadvantages, we have a string buffer classes. So if you want to change an element in the string, we go with string buffer concept. So next, we have various string operations. First one, length, and we have concatenation, index of, caret, replace of to lowercase to uppercase, compared to trim of substring. So these are the methods we are going to discuss today. So first one, length of. We all know what is length. So length of, it will display number of elements present in the particular strings. So and concatenation, if you want to perform concatenation operations of two strings, we can able to perform. So through demonstration, I will show this implementation. So before moving to this, first, how to create a string. So two different way we can create a string. So first one, string literal. Directly we can assign string into a string object. Here string is a class. S starts with capital letter because this is class, and we have an object str. Here I am directly initializing the string welcome. So this is a string literal method. So again we have a method, another one method using new keyword. We are going to create a string. So that is string object str1 equal to new string of welcome. So in this way we can create an strings. We have two different ways to create a string. We can directly initialize the string value to this object or instance, or we have to create through new keyword. So these are the two different methods to create strings. So see this example. So first one, string s1 equal to cat. So it allocate on memory for cat. So where this cat will be stored means, so inside our heap memory location, we have string pool or string constant pool. So if you want to perform some operation on string means, it stores all the values into this memory location. So at first, string s1 equal to cat, this cat is stored into this string pool location. So again, string s2 equal to cat. So both s1 and s2 points to the same memory location. So if you are creating string s2 equal to cat, first JVM check whether any cat value is already present in the heap memory location or not. First it check in this memory area. Once JVM find this value, Again, this object reference, that is S2, also points to the same memory location. So again, we are going with another one statement, string S3 equal to cat. So again, S3 also points to the same memory location. So in this way, it allocates strings. So what is the difference between string S1 equal to cat and string S3 equal to new string of cat means? So if you are directly declaring the string means, so this value was stored into the string pool memory location. So if you are declaring string S3 equal to new string of cat means, so this cat is stored into the non-pool memory area. That is the difference between string literal and through new keyword we are going to create an object, strings. So first string S1 equal to cat, this cat is stored into this location string pool. Again S2 equal to cat. So JVM first check for cat. If it is present in this memory location, the same objects, the object S2 points to the same memory location. So again we have string S3 equal to new string of cat. So this cat is stored into the non-pool memory area. It is also stored in the skip memory area only, but it is outside of string pool. So in this way, it allocates values. It stores string values. So first one, how to create a string. So directly you have to assign the string S equal to welcome. Next concept, string S1 equal to new string of welcome. So we need to print a statement. And welcome. So first welcome, it is stored into the string pool memory location, and second welcome is stored into the non-pool memory location. So in this way, we can create strings. So next one is length of functions. So how to perform length? So through this method length of length of. So first we need to create a strings, that is string str1 equal to, this is an empty string. So again string str2 equal to welcome. So how to find the length of the string? So through this object only we can access the method. So object is str1 and str2. So how to find length? Str1 dot length of. So here this is an empty string. It does not contain any elements. So length of the string is 0. So at the end of the session, I will show the demonstrations. So again, str2 dot length of. So again, str2 means welcome. So we have to find the length of the strings. That is number of characters present in the strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is the output. So next one, concatenation. So what does concatenation means? So if you want to combine two strings, if you want to perform some concatenation operations between two strings means, we have two different methods. Method. So through perform concatenation, we need to create one more object, and through this object we can perform concatenation operations. Otherwise it will show some compilation errors. So see here,
Madam will join shortly. We are cross-verifying attendance. Do not leave the session. Following students respond for attendance. Darshini P from A section. Darshini P is not in the meeting. Can open the mic and convey. Dhyaneshwaran. Dhyaneshwaran. Durgesh Bharat. Durgesh Bharat, no response. See, if you switch on the system and leave the class, that would not be fine, right? So when you are going to cross check like this, it has been identified. Be interactive on this. Do not leave the meeting. We are taking attendance. Harish Kumar or it's not there, right? See, we are marking people who are not responding either in chat also. We are marking. Harshini PR. Harshini S.
Yes, sir.
Hayat Basha.
Yes, sir.
Kemalata.
Yes, sir.
Uday Narayanan.
Yes, sir.
Humaid Ahmed.
Sir, present, sir.
Okay, madam is back for presentation.
okay, next one is string index of method. So string index of method. So if you want to find an index value for this particular character, we go with index of function. So see the example, string str1 equal to welcome. So again system.out.println str1 dot index of. So here I'm going to find an index value for this character e. So first it checks the first character. So this is index value was 0. So again it checks the next character. So the index value was 1. So it will print the index value as 1. So first matched character index value was shows us the output for this program. So if any characters, if here I am declaring the characters is a so I am going to find character at index position 0. So 0th index is, am I audible?
Yes, Ramani ma'am.
Okay. So here I am going to find a character. So here I am going to declare a statement welcome and I am going to find a particular character. So for that first we need to declare a character. So char object value, so ch1, so object name ch1, so and string dot char at of 0. So I am going to display the character present at 0th index. So output is w. So if you want to find index position at 2 means char at of 2. So 0, 1, 2, output is L. So in this way we can find a character from the string. So our next one is on replace method. So if you want to replace old character to new character, we go with replace method. So first we have a string welcome. So I'm going to replace the value system.out.println str1 dot. Through this object only we can perform all the operations. str1 dot replace of, I'm going to replace the old character w into new character h. So w comma h. So it is displayed as HELCOME. So next one, uppercase and lowercase method. So if you want to perform uppercase operation, we go for object name dot to uppercase of. Here the object name is str1. So str1 dot to uppercase. So it convert all the lowercase letters into uppercase letters. So output is welcome in capital letters. And to lowercase of method. So it convert all the uppercase letters into lowercase letters. So here W is in capital letter, so it convert all the capital letters into small letters and display the answer as welcome. So our next one is on string comparison. So string comparison can be performed using 3 different ways. First one is on equals method, double equals method, compare to method. We have 3 different methods to compare a string value. So first double equal. So this double equal, what will check means, see here string s1 equal to apple and string s3 equal to new string of apple. S1 also contain a value apple, S2, S3 also contain a value apple. But why it display the answer as false means, S1 it stores the value into this constant string constant pool memory location. This S3 is stored in non-pool memory area. See the diagram. So string S1 equal to apple. So it stores the value into the string pool memory location. So again, here we are using a new operator to create a strings. So it allocate the string into non-pool memory area. So here they will check the instance, that is object that points to the same memory location or not. It does not check whether the elements are same or not. It does not bother about all those things. If both S1 and S3 points to the same memory location or not, they have to check. See the example, string S1 equal to apple, so it points to the first memory location. String S2 equal to mango, it points to the next memory location. Again, string S3 equal to apple, it points to the same first memory location. If I am going to perform comparison operation through double equal, so S1 and S3 both are equal because the S1 and S3 points to the same memory location apple. But in our example, S1 it is stored into this constant pool memory location and S3 it is allocated into non-pool memory location. So both the locations are different. It checks for the locations. So both are points to the same memory location and same elements. It display the answer as true. One element is present in the constant pool memory location and another element is present in the non-pool memory location means it display the answer as false. So in this way we have to compare using double equal. So if both the objects points to the same memory location, then it displays a true value. So one object it points to the string pool memory location and next object it points to the non-pool memory location means it display the answer as false. So that is a difference. So next one, equals of method. It does not bother about whether it is string pool memory location or non-pool memory location. It checks for the equality of the two strings, hello and hello. Both are same, so it will display the answer as true. So first one, double equal, it checks the same memory locations, whether S1 and S3 points to the same memory location or not, they have to identify. But equals, it does not bother about the same location or not, just it checks the equality of the string, whether it is true or false. That is identified, and if both the characters, both the strings are same, it will display the answer as true. And next we have compare to method. So compare to method, it compares the two strings and displays integer value. So how it will find this output means, first it check the S1 value with S2 value. So first is Abhi, second is Abhi, but first letter A is capital, second letter A is small. So it checks each and every character. So it checks with first character capital A and first character small a. So both are different. So what they will do means, they have to find the unique code for capital A. So unique code for capital A is 65. That is 65 to capital A to small, sorry, capital A to capital Z we have some Unicode value and small a to small z we have certain Unicode value. So capital A is 65. First they find the Unicode value for this character. So again they move for this character small a. So again they have to find the Unicode value for small a, that is 97. So again they perform a comparison, that is 65 greater than 97, condition false. So again moves to the next condition, 65 less than 97, condition true. So our output obviously negative value. So we have to perform subtraction between these two numbers and we have to place minus in front. So we have to perform subtraction, 97 minus 65, we got 35, but 65 is less than 97, so the output is a negative value. We have to compare each and every value of two strings. So and we have to find the unique code for each and every character. If first character itself we have mismatched, so we have to find the difference of two Unicode values. And we have to place whether it is positive or negative based on this condition. If both the strings are equal, this is also capital A, this is also capital A means all the Unicode values are same. So if all the Unicode values are same means it will display the answer as 0. So what is the procedure means? Integer str2 equal to s1 dot compare 2 of s2. I am going to compare string s1 with string s2. So again I am going to store the result in str2 variable. Here we will get an integer value. We are using integer and system.out.println str2. So answer is minus 32. In this way it compares two strings. And next one is string compare to ignore case. It does not bother about whether it is a capital letter or small letter. So it just find a unique value. So here this is a capital letter, all are small letter. Here all the letters are small letters. It does not bother about whether it is capital or small. It find a Unicode value for all the characters. If it is matched with all the Unicode characters, again the output is 0. So here, compared to method, it considers whether it is capital or small. It checks. But in compared to ignore case, it does not bother about whether it is capital or small letter. So it just find an Unicode value and you have to perform an operation. So hello and hello both are equal. So it will display the answer as 0. So next one, dream method. So what is the usage of this method means? See the example, string str equal to welcome. So before we have an white space and after also we have an white space. If you want to omit this white space and display the output as welcome means we have to go with dream method. So str.dreamof. So it display the output as welcome. So it discard white spaces in front and after the string end. So it discard all the white spaces and it produce the output. So next one, substring. So we have a string. From this string, if you want to find a substring means we go with substring method. So in the substring method, we have to give an index value. So based on the index value, it split the string. So it find the substring. That is, see the example, string str equal to welcome. So I'm going to find a substring between the index starting from 2 and 6 minus 1, 2 to 5. It find a substring from index position 0, 1, 2, 2 to 5th position. It exclude the last index. It include the first index. 2 to 5, it will print the output. So in this way, we can find the substrings. So before moving to this, first I need to show the demonstration for all those things. Next we move for the string buffer concept. Is the notepad visible to all? Gayatri ma'am, notepad visible irukka?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, first one, string creation. So we have two different methods. So directly we can declare a string, that is string s equal to welcome, and through using new keyword we can create a string. So string s equal to welcome and string s1 equal to welcome. So in this way we can create a string. So next one is length of the string. Length of the string means number of characters present in the strings. How we find the length of the strings? So here we have an object yes. So yes dot length of system dot out dot println yes dot length of. So it will display length of the string. So what is the length of the string? 7. We have 7 characters in the string welcome. So and next one is concatenation. So how to perform concatenation of two strings? So if you want to perform concatenation, we need to create a variable. Example str1 equal to string str1 equal to hi. I am going to perform a concatenation operation, that is str2 equal to str1 plus yes. Again I am going to print str2. So it concatenate both the strings. Initially we have string s equal to welcome and again we have string str1 equal to hi. So again I am going to perform a concatenation operation of both the strings. First we need to declare a class string and you have to create an object str2. Again I am going to perform a concatenation operation, that is str1 plus yes. So again I am going to print str2. So it will show the output using In this way also, we can concatenate two strings. Through plus operator, we can concatenate, or through some concatenation operation, concat keyword, we can perform concatenation operation. Next one, we have an index value. How to find an index value for the particular character? So if you want to find an index value for the particular character, what you have to do? Object dot function index of O must be capital. So index of particular character, that is L. So what is the index for character L? 0, 1, 2. So answer is 2. So our next one is an caret. If you want to find an character from this particular string, first we need to declare char. Char C equal to S dot char at A is capital, char at top. We need to declare a specified index. So index example 4. So again I'm going to print a character C. So see, char at top index position 4th, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th index, it contains character O. So answer is O. So next function is replace. So how to perform replace operation? So old string and new string. So object S dot replace of old string. I'm going to change string W to H. Welcome. We can declare both single quotes or double quotes. So if you want to replace an old string with a new string, you have to go with the function string object dot replace of old string comma new string. This is a replace method. So next one is an uppercase and lowercase method. So directly declare object name, that is S dot to upper U capital. It will display all the elements in capital letter. So if you want to perform a lowercase operation, upper is changed into lower. Lowercase. So all the elements are displayed in small letters. So first we have length function. So directly we have to declare object name dot length of, that is S dot length of. It will display number of elements present in this character. And next one is an index of. So if you want to find an particular character index value, means we have to find from this index of method. And if you want to find a particular character, means we have to give an index value. From this index value we will get an characters. So and next replace function. So what does replace means? If you want to change an existing elements present in the strings to new string, means we have to use a replace method. String dot, that is S dot replace of old string comma new string. And next we have a lowercase method and uppercase method. It convert all the elements in uppercase letters and lowercase letters. And next we have a compare method. So how to compare two characters? We have two strings. Again, we are going to perform a comparison. So integer is equal to. So how to compare two elements? First, we need to compare with. So yes, S2 equal to S dot compare 2 of S1. I'm going to compare S with S1. So it will display some integer value. So again, I'm going to print the integer value. So it compares both the values and it will display the answers. So example, Abhi and Abhi. So capital A is 65 and small a is 97. So what is the output? 97 minus 65 minus 32. So in this way, it will perform a comparison operation. And also we have double equal method. So double equal method means, example, string S1 equal to new string of Abhi. So again, I am going to compare S with S1. So what is the answer? False. Because this S, it points to the string constant pool memory location. This S1, it points to the non-pool memory location in the heap area. Both the objects are present in the heap memory location only. But it points to the string constant pool location. This points to the non-pool constant memory location. So it checks both the instances present in the same memory, points to the same memory location or not. Here both are points to different memory location. So it displays the answer as false. So again, check the same with another one example. So S equal to Abhi, S1 equal to Abhi. Again, I am going to perform a double equal operation. So does the output? True. So if you are using new operator, new string of in this way, if you are declaring means, it will display the answer as false. Because both are points to different memory location. And next one is an equals of method. So just we have to give an, just it compare both the string values, Abhi and Abhi. If both the characters are equal, both the strings are equal, it display the answer as true. And next we have an trim method. So trim means, so it omits all the white spaces starting and ending of the particular string. It does not omit in between. It only omits starting and ending of the particular strings. So S dot trim of, see here we have white spaces and here we have white spaces. So what is the output? Abhi is output. So it remove all the white spaces from starting and ending of the strings. And next one is an substring. So if you want to find an substring, we have to give an index value. Substring of starting index and ending index. Example, here we have welcome. Okay, see here, the substring, all the letters are in small letters only, substring of. So here I am declaring the index value 2. So it find the index position 0th position, first position, second position. So from L2, it display all the characters in the strings. So LCOME. So this is substring. So subsequence means in the substring also we have to give the same procedure. Substring of 2, 4 means it include character at post index 2 and exclude 4th character and it print remaining thing. So L and C. Index 2 it contain a value L and index 3 it contains 0. Index 4 it contains O but it omits the 4th character. Again we have one more method subsequence, that is also in same procedure. We have lot of methods. So if you want to access the method, we need to create an object, that is string s equal to. The s is an object. So if you want to perform string operations, we need to create an object. Through the object, we can perform an operations. So and the string class available in java.lang package. So here, no need to import this package. Compiler automatically import this package. So no need to import this package if you are going to perform operation in strings. So and the string is immutable. We cannot change the existing strings. If you are going to perform some operation means, so each and every changes will reflect in this string constant pool memory locations. That is, it occupies more memory location. It does not change the existing string. Example, first string we have s equal to welcome. So I am going to perform uppercase operation means it does not change the location. So and it create another one location in the constant pool. It store welcome in capital letter. So it occupies more memory area. So that is the main disadvantages in string concept. So if you want to overcome this method, we go for a string buffer concept. Example, already I am creating a string welcome. So if I am going to perform any changes in this particular welcome, the same memory location will reflect all those changes. So it does not occupy more memory spaces. But strings, it occupy more memory spaces because each and every updations will be stored in the separate memory location. That is the difference between strings and string buffer class. So next session, we will discuss about the string buffer. So and these are the string methods we have. So first, how to create a strings using string literal method and new keyword. String literal, using string literal concept, if you are going to create an object, this value is directly stored in the string pool area. In this heap, the separate memory is allocated for string operations. So if you are going to perform some operations on string means that is reflected in this string pool memory location. But we have to declare the string using string literal method. String str equal to welcome. That is stored in this string pool memory location. This is also known as string constant pool. And if you are going to use an string operations through this new string method, so it allocate the value into the non-pool memory locations. So if you are going to perform comparison operation with double equal, it display the answer as false. Even though both the values are same, but it display the answer as false because it points to same memory location or not. That is checked by the double equal operator. So and next we have a length of method. So if you want to find a length of operation means we have to use a method length of, L-E-N-G-T-H. That is object name dot length of. So it find the number of characters present in the strings. Here I am not declaring any value. So it display the answer as 0. So here str2 dot length of, it find number of characters in this particular strings. And concatenation operations, if you want to perform concatenation operation means we have two different methods through plus operator, through concatenation of method. So how to concatenate two strings means we have to create one more object, and again we have to going to perform a concatenation, that is s dot concatenation of str1. We have to concat both the strings and it is stored into this new strings. So in this way we can perform concatenation operation. We cannot change the existing strings. If you want to perform concatenation, we must create a new string. So again we have to print this output. So again we have one more method. Through plus operator we are going to perform a concatenation operation. It combines both the values strings and it display the output as hi, welcome. And next one is on index of method. So what does this index of method means? Here we have to declare, we must declare the character. So for the particular character, we are going to find an index value for the character. So str dot, that is object name dot index of functions. O must be capital and I must be small. So E. So what does the index value for E? First E contain index value 1. So output is 1. So here I am declaring Z means first it check the strings, whether we have a value character Z or not. If does not find any Z, it display the answer as -1. And next one is char at top 0. So if you want to find a particular character from the specified strings, we have to go with this function. That is, first we need to declare a character. Char ch1 equal to object dot char at top 0. So it display the character from 0th index value. So W is an output. So next one is an replace method. So if you want to replace an existing character with a new character, we go with object dot replace of functions. So if you want to perform operation in string, we must create an object. Through this object only we can access the string class and we can perform the operation. And uppercase and lowercase method, if you want to convert all the elements, all the characters present in this str1 means we go with the function uppercase. 2 is small, T is small, U is capital and C is capital. 2 uppercase of. And also we have a lowercase method, it convert all the characters into small letters. So and next we have a comparison operator. So in this comparison operator, double equal, it checks whether both the reference points to the same memory location or not, we have to identify. So here S1 is apple, so it is allocated into the string pool memory location, but this S3 is a new string of method. This is create in here, this is a direct declarations. Here we are creating using new string method, that is through new operator. Here we are going to create a strings. This S3 is points to the non-pool memory location. So it checks whether S3 and S1 are points to the same memory location or not. It does not match, so it displays the output as false. So and next equals of method, it does not bother about whether it points to the same memory location or not. It does not bother about all those things. It just checks whether the string S1 and S2 are equal or not. That is identified and it displays the output as true or false. So and compared to method, so it return some integer value. So how to compare means integer str2 equal to s1 dot compare 2 of. So first we need to find a Unicode value for the first character and Unicode value for the first character of the second strings. So if both the Unicode characters are same, so again it moves for the next character, and both the characters are same, again it moves for the next character. So in this way it will find the output. So if any characters mismatched, it find the Unicode value for the first character of first string and Unicode value for the second string of first character, and they going to compare whether it is greater or less. If it is greater means your output is obviously positive. If it is less than, your output is negative. And we can perform subtraction operation and it will display the output. So next one is on compare to ignore case. It does not bother about whether it is capital or small. It just identify an Unicode value, and if all the characters present in the strings are same, it will display the output as 0. If character mismatched, again it find an Unicode value and it compare the Unicode value and subtract it and display the output. So next one is on trim method. So using this trim method, we can omit white spaces from starting of the strings and ending of the strings. In between, if you have an white space means it does not bother about in between white spaces. It just omit and starting and ending of the white spaces. That is str.trim of method. So and substring. So substring we have two different methods. Directly you have to give an starting index means it takes this particular index character to the end of the character it will display. Otherwise we have to give beginning index and end index. It include a beginning index and it exclude the end index and it will display the output. So this is and string operations. Next class we will discuss about the string buffer concept. So if you have any doubt, please post your queries in the chat box. Any doubt? Okay, no doubt means you can leave the session.